Hello and welcome to the G27 Road Warrior with me, Movie Scouse 007, where we play Euro Truck Simulator 2 on a Logitech G27 gaming wheel and my crappy laptop. So we almost, but not quite, leveled up at the end of the last journey. Excuse me. Obviously, there are two Renault trucks available to us in this game, and we drove one of them in the last journey. We're going to drive the next in this journey. So let's get a quick job. Let's get stuck into it straight away. So we're going to select the Renault, and what we want is the Magnum, because we did the premium, and yeah, that gives us a ton of, well, I say a ton of money. It gives us almost 10 grand for a journey from Oslo to Kalmar. That's a nice little journey. So we'll go, it's a Renault and it's a Magnum, and our journey is from Oslo, which is in Norway, and we're going to Kalmar, which is in Sweden, I believe. Right, let's get the traditional screenshot. We get rid of that, we'll move that to this. Can we move that into the centre? Yeah, here we go. And get that out of the way, and wait for the nice bright red line. There we go. Right, let's take that job. And we'll be ready, good to go. So I'm trying to do these a little bit more regularly. I'm also trying to upload them a little bit more regularly. If you're a regular YouTube user, you'll know that just recently YouTube upgraded itself so that you can have 60 frames a second videos. I'm not a technical expert on these things, and so I don't quite know whether that'll make much of a difference in terms of the quality, but it'll certainly make the refresh rate faster, which means that videos on YouTube should look a lot smoother. The problem is you can upload a 1080p video to YouTube, but the way their compression was or is working means that you kind of wasting your time, and you might as well put a 720 up, because 720 pixels is the the density that they broadcast at. Now I don't know whether that's the limitations of the world's internet at the moment, and they decided that that's enough is enough. I know even with my fibre broadband connection that I've got here, I still have the occasional issue. So let's get our ignition on. Let's get ourselves into first gear, and let's make a move. And we're making a right turn here. Oh no, that was my hazards. I don't really need to look left. Get over quickly. Okay. We're waiting for someone to turn. We're not turning, we're going to be turning at the next roundabout. Obviously we're still going to try and aim to get the achievement where you don't have any fines, but that's going to be difficult. Given the AI is a little bit keen on crashing into us at the moment. Okay. Oh, blimey, I'm going too fast. Now we're going to be turning left here. We've got a green light, which means that we should be good to go without any AI interference. Okay. And we are golden. We're on our way. It's an 11-hour journey. It's all by road, so it's going to be roughly comparable to the journey that we had to Helsinki. Ooh, we've got an accident there. The journey that we had to Finland. That was a 22-hour journey, but obviously 11 hours of that was 11 hours of that was on a boat. We'll use his parking brake. It's on there. So you can see our parking brake. Oh, and we're good to go. Now, let's judge the interior. I've got pretty much the same problem with this interior that I had with the previous Renault interior. It just looks incredibly childlike. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. It's again, the switchgear looks like something out of a Renault car, and I don't know whether that's a deliberate intent to make you feel like you're driving a car rather than a lorry, but it doesn't work for me. Two nice cup holders. That's good. That's good. But not for me. It's just there's too much silver plastic. Steering wheel looks like it's been ripped straight out of a car as well. It's probably a scaled up version, but it still looks like it's been taken out of a car. And when you're driving a truck, you want to feel like you're driving a truck, not driving a car. You're not a car driver. You're a truck driver. Way too fast. Still don't have this gearing. Still don't have this gearing lights. I'm okay setting off, but when I'm on, and I've got to change. There's none of the subtlety that I have when I'm driving a car, and I don't know whether that's because I have not got the splitting right, and I still need to investigate how to do that. But I don't know what I did there. I don't think I was aggressive enough with the clutch, and I think that's why it stalled. Mirrors are good, but again, the problem I have with this is that the blind spot mirror is at the top and not the bottom, and your eye goes to the top. And that's a bit bleeding cheeky. So we've got a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit on this road. That's okay. We've got a petrol stop coming up soon. If it's on the right-hand side of the road, I'll stop. If it's on the left, I'm not bothering. And it's on the left, I'm not bothering. So we got half a tank of fuel, so it's not quite enough. Oop, sorry about that. It's not quite enough to get us there, but we're not in a dire need. But if we see a petrol station on our side of the road, Right, so we've got a right turn coming up. Use the gears to slow us down. Alright, we've got some quite steep corners to go around. So as you know, I'm a football fan, and England played another of their qualifying games for the 2016 European Championships last night, Saturday. And I wasn't particularly. I mean, we won. I think we won 3-1. It was 3-1 when I left it. I got bored. But it wasn't a test. England haven't been tested since the World Cup. They haven't played a decent team since the World Cup, and it's starting to show. We haven't got a good team. We've got a captain that I do not respect in even the smallest way. Don't think he deserves the England shirt. Never mind the captain's armband. And I don't think that Roy Hodgson is the right man. He's not aggressive enough. He's not tactically aware. And I don't think that he thinks that England can win anything. Now, if I was Slovenia, who we played last night, then yeah, fair enough. But we're England. We've got at least 2 or 3 world-class players on our side, and from that you would have thought he would have been able to manage something. But we keep bringing in managers, head coaches, that either overestimate or underestimate what England are capable of, or just taking the check. Now, I think that Sven-Göran Eriksson and Fabio Capello were simply taking the check. Nobody manages a nation that's not their home nation out of passion. They do it for a paycheck. And so those 2 guys, you know, I'm not deeply that impressed with on that front. Okay, what the heck? Okay, we have a bit of an issue here. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, the horn's good on this. I don't think we're going to get by this. And I don't know what the solution is. Because that's just going to keep bouncing, isn't it? And we're in the Norwegian-Swedish border. At least it stopped bouncing. Is it going to move? Or are we going to have to drive off-road? I'm going to drive off-road. Oh, that might be an issue. Okay. Alright, okay. And it's bouncing again. As you can see, that's not good. But I don't want to get trapped here. And I can see that we would get trapped here if we stayed there. Look at that, that's amazing. I just kept that in first gear because I didn't want to race, didn't want to do too much damage to the trailer. And we are good. We haven't done any, which is good. And I think the second that disappears out of sight, that roadblock will cease to exist, because the computer will stop drawing it. fine by me. Let's slow down a little because let's put it in ninth. Ninth is a slower gear. There's wiggly road, tight wiggly road with a fence and no runoff area to speak of, because you can see, look at the lumps on the side. So I'm very glad there were no lumps like that to the side of what we were trying to pass. Otherwise we would have been stuck. I'd have had to reload the game, I think, frankly. I hate doing that, especially on a... I don't mind doing it on an offline journey, but when I'm recording a journey for you guys on the two profiles that I have, I don't like disappearing out, saving and then coming back in. It kind of breaks the fourth wall. Okay, so yeah, as I said, England have not faced a test, and so I'm not terribly excited. And I think the fact that when they played San Marino at home and there was still 35,000 seats empty tells you everything you need to know. We're not playing quality enough. We're not playing as opposition of a high enough quality. Now that's not our fault. That's not England's fault. Sorry, England can only play the teams they're drawn against in the group stages. But the other problem is that against sides like this, the Football Association are expecting fans to pay £45 for a ticket. I don't know what planet they're living on, but I would never pay £45 to watch England play San Marino or Slovenia. I'd pay £45 to watch them play Italy or Germany. I'd pay £45 to watch them play Spain or Brazil or Argentina or Uruguay. I'd pay £45 to watch them play France even, but not Slovenia. That's like watching, and I don't mean to be cruel, but that's like paying £45 to watch Southampton play Wycombe Wanderers. Because that's the level that England are at the moment. They're at, actually no, Southampton are doing too well. Southampton are second in the Premier League at the moment, so actually no, it's probably more like Aston Villa. Anyway, so that's my gripe, grumble about the England over. The game, the SES released the full version of 1.14 last week, and they also released the they released the Steam version, and then they released the retail version. Now I've got the beta version, and I don't know what they've done between the beta version and the retail version, but whatever they've done between the beta version and the retail version, it's broken the ProMods map. So I'm currently playing this, I've switched my internet off so that it doesn't attempt to load the full version. Now they were hoping to get it done the weekend. It's proved more difficult. They're having issues with the French part of the map, which they couldn't foresee. It's computer programming is one of those things. You'll do something and it'll break something else, and you won't know until enough people play it to discover that break. And this is what's happened with the full version of 1.14. Is that it's broken the ProMods map. Now obviously SES don't care about that. It's not their problem. It's ProMods' problem. And ProMods, bless them, are doing their best. So I'm going to continue playing with 1.14 beta until they fix the full version. Because the chances are that I'm also going to try and avoid taking jobs in France for the time being, just in case 1.14 isn't quite as unbroken as it appears to be at the moment. But they are getting ready for the release of the Scandinavia and Ireland map. ProMods are adding 4 cities in Italy, and it might be that they're adding some Iceland with their 1.8, because they're at 1.8. So I'm driving the ProMods 1.7, 2, and SCS 1.14. So I'm quite excited actually. More cities, more Italy. Italy's quite important. I do hope that they bring Rome in because it's a capital. It seems bizarre driving around Italy and not being able to drive to the capital city. Obviously we want to be able to go down as far as the tip of the boot, so places like Bari, maybe even Sicily, because Sicily's quite a big island. Okay, we've got to slow down, and I wonder why. Just out. Crossroads. Someone wanted to turn. Someone wanted to turn. So we're pretty much heading in the same direction that we were heading in the last journey to Helsinki, although we're stopping in Sweden, and then instead of turning left and going north towards to Stockholm, we're going to turn right south to Kalmar. Let's get over. Okay. Again, one of the things that I like about the Renault trucks is the centrally positioned front mirror. Speeding. Curses. Alright, that achievement is not going to happen today. I will get this achievement one day. But we should be on our way to another achievement. We should have done 4 out of 5 journeys towards another achievement, which is good. I've got to slow down because the road's narrowing. Wow, look at the outriding lights. How stuck out are they? I don't think I've seen anything like that for a while. I can actually hear, I don't know if you can hear, when I take my foot off the accelerator you can hear the idling noise. Down to 9th. Let me get it up to full whack again. I need to be over because I'm turning lights. So you can hear that, can't you? Just right, and back on the accelerator and off, back on and off. Yeah, you can hear it. That's good. Right. Yeah, let's pop it down into the 9th. We don't need that indication anymore. We do need our lights though. The high beams yet. The high beam just yet. Right. So we're in a god-awful yellow-coloured Magnum. I think I can overtake this guy because he's irritating me. Do we have a turn coming now? That will. Yes, we do. Okay, I'm going to go in and slow down because we've got a turn coming up. We're leaving this road. That's alright, we lost him. So the that overtake manoeuvre would have been pointless. So So, given that we can't do the achievement objective, my objective today is try and get for this journey is to try and get an excellent, which means that we can't crash. And I can get fined as much as I want now because I don't have to worry about that achievement anymore. Wow, I think I'm going to turn these on because I can't see what's coming at me. And I love to see what's coming at me because it helps me. So you can see that our bank balance is at around £50,000. Actually a bit more, but 50,000. We're on our halfway to £51,000. Sorry, not halfway to £51,000, that's complete nonsense. My brain is clearly not working properly today. We are £500 away from £51,000. So we're getting quite a chunk of money. Now, I think that the Volvo that I want to buy is about £120,000. So my feeling is we should have most of the money that we need to buy the Volvo for me to drive by the time we're ready to buy a lorry, by the time we've tested all of the lorries. I'm still going to take the loan. I'm going to take as much loan as I possibly can because I want to recruit a number of drivers because it's the fastest way to build your little empire. Another thing I want to do is I'm going to start looking for journeys in the UK once I've got my own truck. And I'm earning a bit of money because there's an achievement for having a garage in every city in your home nation. There are a lot of cities in the United Kingdom. If you want to get this achievement quickly, then make Italy your home nation because there are only two garages, only 2 cities in the SCS version. Whoa, way too fast. So let's get some petrol because the road is empty. Alright, engine off, fill up with fuel. Yes, so the quickest way would be somewhere like Italy or Hungary, where you've got a small number of cities and it's relatively swift matter to get those 2 garages. But I'm not going to do that, and it won't take me long to. Are you kidding me? Well, there's another reason why you don't want to fill up on the garage on the opposite side of the road. It is because you I've driven quite a lot of this journey on the wrong side of the Piggin Road, so I think it accumulates the distance that you've travelled on the other side of the road. And I just accumulated just the wrong amount. So we're back up to national speed limit, which is 43 miles an hour. It's probably 70 kilometers an hour, or maybe 90. I forget now. I did have a little, when I was doing these in New Zealand, I did have a little piece of paper beside the computer to tell me what the various speed limits were, so I could just quickly glance. Now, in a couple of years, Catherine and I are thinking about working in another country. And Mrs. and I were thinking about maybe Canada. Obviously, I can't take my G27 to Canada, but I can take my Xbox controller. And I know that one of the Twitch gamers that I follow, until he got his G27, was driving with an Xbox controller, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously it's not going to be nearly the same as driving with a wheel, but I can carry an Xbox controller with me to Canada, and I can't carry this G27. I could probably post it to myself, but it would be months and hideously expensive. It'd probably take quite a while to get to me. Wow, this is a complicated roadway. And I was going too fast. Yeah, wow. Ah, my word. I'd say this would be a nightmare if it was busy. I wouldn't like to do that with the keyboard either. Let's get everyone. Yep, I knew I had to. And so we have, oh crikey, we've gone some. We've only got 3 3/4 hours left of this journey to do. So we're rocking it. So what I might do is I might do another journey today. Obviously you won't see it until next week. But I might get 2 in. Oh, I do hope it's not that bloomin' IKEA. I hate that IKEA drop-off point. I did it, I think it's the 2nd or 3rd. I don't think I've been to Kalmar, so it's probably not that. But I do remember the 2nd or 3rd journey I did on this profile was that awful IKEA parking spot, which is in the middle of the car park, and it's a narrow drop-off point. Ooh, blimey! Woo. It's a narrow drop-off point between 2 concrete walls, and you have to negotiate the car park, and it's an absolute nightmare. And I was not up to the task. I was not up to the task at that point, because it was the 2nd journey, and I was still getting used to driving. I still struggle a little. Oop, wrong way. Okay, now that was bad form. That was very dangerous because I didn't look in either direction. Now, if I'd been driving, this is one of the reasons why I want that head-mounted IR sensor, because you can just quickly fling your head left and right and look and see what's coming, and you don't have to stop, because you kind of have to stop with when you're using the D-pad, which is a bit of a nightmare, which I don't like. And I'm driving on the wrong side of the road again, which is all going to accumulate. We've got a nice steep hill. We got some traffic behind us. And someone's decided that he's had enough. There we go, he's overtaken us. And we're at the top of the hill now. Well, we've got another gradient coming up there. So this is not as much fun, obviously, as driving during the day. So it's not as much fun to watch me driving at night as it is driving during the day, because you're staring at the small square in the middle of the screen rather than the whole screen itself. You can see less of the landscape, less of the journey. Right, we are about to take a left turn here for some reason. Okay, and then we're heading into Kalmar, heading towards Kalmar, sorry, not into Kalmar, we're still 2.5 hours away, so. Yes, the E22 is the road to Kalmar, so we're actually on the last part of the journey. We're on the road to Kalmar. So yes, I'm quite excited about the update by SCS 1.1 for the full version. I'm also extremely excited by the 1.18 update from ProMods, which adds all of those new cities in Italy. Possibly a couple of cities in France, you never know. Obviously, the more cities in France, the closer we are to Spain, which would be fantastic, adding another country. A major European nation. It's a real sort of surprise exclusion that Spain is not there, that Italy's not, doesn't feature more heavily in the official game, and that ProMods are only just getting around to it. Mind you, ProMods did spend an inordinate amount of time creating Scandinavia for us, for which we are all grateful. I mean, we're driving on a part of the map that's been part of their... Kalmar's a new city. It wasn't one of the original Scandinavian cities that they added. But it's wonderful to be driving in Scandinavia, and I'm looking forward to driving in more of Italy. I'm also looking forward to driving in Ireland, and I believe that's where actually, I think it's 1.15. I think it is a piece of DLC which I'll have to buy, but I'm going to buy it, you know. I'm going to buy the DLC. I bought the Going East DLC as part of the package with the original game when I first got it. I remember playing this game for the first time. I remember sitting on the sofa at home in New Zealand with the laptop on my lap, and I remember playing I downloaded the demo from I think it was from the SCS website rather than Steam, and the demo allows you to do I think 6 or 7 journeys, and then it stops you. Because obviously, I mean, you could carry on playing and playing and playing. I got to the point where I bought my own truck, and I did one journey with my own truck, and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And then I started playing. I played on my own, isolated from the world, offline, on this laptop. The wife would go to bed, and then I would sit for 3 or 4 hours just driving from one journey to the next. And I got the idea to record them using my iPhone, because that's all the technology I had available to me at the time. And so I started recording them with the iPhone, and the first one that I recorded obviously was a setup journey. I did the setup journey. Which was magnificent, wonderful, and then just to be able, I mean, it's a rubbish. It took me a long time to find my style and to get comfortable with it. It took me a long time to figure out the techniques to get it to work with the iPhone, and you know how long I could get away with recording. Because the first sort of 10 journeys was short enough that I could do them all in one go, and then you're starting to get to journeys where the phone was running out of memory. I think because the iPhone is limited to 50 minutes, 50 minutes, and then it stops recording, which is annoying. And I'm not 100% certain what it is. It may have to do with being able to handle file sizes of a certain size, and that's fine. It might be that FAT32. I think their file system is FAT32, and I know that Windows computers use NFTs or NTFs. I can't remember the acronym. I think it's NFTS, file transfer server. But anyways, so I've got a feeling that will always be an issue with Apple. Let me get over because I need to take this exit to Kalmar. Okay. Let's drop a gear. Let's drop 2 gears. And then we're going to take this left. And then straight... Oh, we've discovered Kalmar. Don't think Kalmar has any discoverables in it though. That's fine. That means that we can go and... I was a little late with that indication. Oh gosh. Oh, I hate this. This is going to be one of those. Awful. So, where is it? On the back. Oh! Not far enough over. I hope I didn't do any damage to the load there. That would be sad. Alright, so where's my parking? Where am I parking? Okay, in that corner, okay. That's weird. So I want it to turn right, so I need to go a bit left. I need to pull forward because I'm not far enough over to the left. So that's right actually. Okay. Okay, and I still need to pull it forward a bit. So, can we get this right? Can we get this right? Quite tired, so that needs to be addressed. I've got a feeling that I'm going to clatter in. Right, now it should be okay. Should be alright actually. Let's not steer too far in that direction. And then slow and steady. Oops. Can you see what I'm rubbing against? Right, let's have another go at that. Whoa, there we go. Right, so parking brake on, engine off, unhook. We got an excellent. That was our secondary goal. Well, I made some achievement progress, but I was too slow to see what it was. So we made it to level 7. We took a huge chunk towards level 8. We got an excellent. We delivered a ventilation shaft from Oslo to Kalmar. We drove 421 miles. We took 10 hours and 15 minutes, and we consumed 310.4 litres. We had a base reward of £8,026 and 679 XP, a proficiency bonus for level 6 of £722, a long distance delivery bonus for skill rank 1 of £387 and 169 XP, a high value cargo bonus for skill rank 1 of £387 and 122 XP, an urgent delivery bonus for skill rank 1 of £232 and 135 XP, and a parking bonus of 45 XP, giving us a total of £9,754 and 1,150 XP. So we're a level 7 enthusiast. We are well on our way, more than halfway to becoming a level 8. I think level 8 is still enthusiast, but there we go. And the G27 Road Warrior has a lifetime experience of 6,705 XP, and our new target is 7,300 XP. I think that is easily achievable in our next journey. We will certainly have a skill point to apply at the beginning of the next journey. So thank you as always for journeying with me and for watching this video. Thank you very much, no matter how long you watched, a minute or the whole thing. If you know anyone else who would like to watch these videos, interested in these kind of things, don't hesitate to let them know about me. Please like. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, because it all helps. And until I see you in the next video, I'll see you on the road.